And welcome back to the Crochet Crowd, and today I'm introducing extreme flowers and from a very creative artistic point of view. And I'm teaching myself actually through a course on how to paint, and this one I did without any courses at all. And I'm learning how to mix my colors. So art is very subjective to you. So way back in the beginning of my YouTube journey here on Mikey's Mail, I always used to say where the viewer is the yarn artist, and today there's no mistaking that. So let's take a look at the extreme flowers. I'm going to provide you a link on how to make the flowers, but I want to show you how you can extreme it and also kind of choose some yarns to create your own artistic point of view here at home. So here's the original, and it's a smiley flower, and it's a Bernat pattern, and I put on an exterior edge to make it more three-dimensional, and the video for that is right on the screen right now. So what I decided to do is let's try and extreme it, and so what I did is using the Bernat yarn is that with the exact same pattern, I increased my hook to a size P, or you can use a Q, or whatever size you want to use, and so I extremed it using 5 strings of Bernat softy chunky yarn at one time. So I thought the coloring was kind of bland, and I thought, well, I really want my studio here to be something that's representative of the Crochet Crowd and my artistic abilities, you can say. So I've decided to extreme it, and using Daniel's color eye, because he's got the color, because I never got my license in color coordination, but he has. And so what I've asked him to do is put me some yarn together in order to create the smiley flower. So here it is. This is my smiley flower, and this is extremed, but using 6 strings at one time, everything from my closet, I guess you can say, and this is just fabulous. So when you compare the two, when you decide to really mix up your yarns, you can totally change something. This is for my studio. I'm gonna love it because it's part of my artistic creative point of view. So let's review on what's inside this particular pattern. On the interior of this flower, I used 3 strings of green. I included some Bernat Super Value, some Red Heart Economy yarn that's in here. There is some Baby Cloud yarn mixed into this, and there's different tinges of green inside this. And together, it made it look really artistic. So you can see on the exterior, you can really see how it plays off of the orange tinges that we've done. Now the petals have 60 yarns as well, and what I decided to do is that you don't want to use too much fancy eyelash yarn, because the eyelash yarn has a tendency to create like a rug effect where it'll bury everything. So what we used is the Jolene Sugar Baker Wristies. Do you remember those yellow cuffy things that we did? Well, I used some of that yarn with several colors of yellows and oranges all mixed together within Softy Bernat, the Red Heart Economy, and also the Bernat Super Value yarn. So using all 6 of those, I was able to get the effect that you see. Now reviewing the exterior, there's actually a slight change, and actually if you look on the interior, there's like a nice lime green that's worked in, but I didn't have enough in order to get around it. So instead of actually not being able to complete it with the full coloring, I decided to eliminate that green out because I didn't have enough, and I put in another shiny, really kind of yarn that's worked in that has some browns and some silvers mixed into it. And I felt that complemented the actual orange, with the orange having that Jolene Sugar Baker Wristy that was a shiny yellow eyelash yarn. I thought that that played off really extremely well. And what I decided to do is that I did change the pattern slightly, so if you can imagine that, is that on the original, what I decided to do, instead of a half double crochet going all the way around, what I did is I just did a single crochet on the back rail. So look at this pattern for what I'm talking about, the back rail. And I decided to do that because sometimes when you use too much yarn, like the half double crochet or the double crochet, it has a tendency to bury in the petal. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to keep the petal looking really fabulous and keeping it out of the project. So I wanted to make sure that the interior was really well seen. So by increasing it or decreasing it down to a single crochet, you'll actually have a lot better luck with it. So this is my extreme flower. Honestly, I could see this in a high expensive store. Stores like Pier 1, stores like IKEA. A really nice decorative item. And you know what? This is done by yarn that I have in stock. So just by mixing your yarns together and creating a very different effect you know, you too can have something artistic on your wall created by yourself. And you know what? And if you already know how to crochet, you could already do this. So that's it for today. We hope that you have a great day, and on behalf of my friends at AllFreeCrochet and I, we wish you the best day ever.